Hi everybody, Andrew here. Great to see you today. Today we're thinking about why we gather as church. It's a great question. Why don't you think about it and just shout out some answers really quickly now. Why we gather as church. Some great answers coming through. I want to think about two things why we gather. One, we gather because Jesus is with us. And the second thing is that Jesus is working. The first one, Jesus is with us. He said this promise in the Bible to his first friends and followers, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, then I am there with them. That's a promise from Jesus to all of us who are his friends. Jesus is close by. Do you know, you can be close by somebody and you can know they're there, even if you can't see them with your eyes. Maybe you've been at home and you've been in your bedroom or on the sofa and your eyes have been closed, you've been relaxing, and you haven't looked around for a while, but you can just sense in your heart that maybe mum or dad or a brother or sister is close by. You know they're there. You know they love you. You know they're for you. You don't have to necessarily be having a big, long chat or open your eyes to see them, but you can just sense that someone's close by right now. And I can just sense that they're here and that they love me, they're for me. You don't have to always see them to know that. You can just be aware of their presence. Well, it's like that for Jesus. Jesus is saying, you don't always have to see me physically. You can just be aware of my presence when you come together as the church. I'm for you, I'm close by, and I'm with you. That's what Jesus is promising. When I was a kid, I was a bit of a fidget. Was always kind of buzzing around and didn't sit still for long. And I had to take this promise and go, do you know, Jesus, I'm going to take this promise and believe what you say, that when I come with your friends and with my friends to church, you're here. I can be still and recognize that you're close by, that you see me, that you know me, that you love me. I used to say 3 simple little statements in my head to help me become aware that Jesus was close by when I got together with other friends. Jesus, you love me. Jesus, you're here. And Jesus, you call me your friend. I'd say that in my head. And I say it now as a grown-up. Jesus, you love me. Jesus, you're here. And Jesus, you call me your friend. We're going to do that right now, just for a minute, in stillness. So if you're a fidget like me, we're going to just go all calm, close our eyes right now, and just as I say these words, you can just in your own head and heart, don't speak them out, but just in your own head and heart, just repeat these words, because it's a way of making that promise from Jesus real. Jesus, you love me. Jesus, you're here. And Jesus, you call me your friend. Jesus, you love me. Jesus, you're here. And Jesus, you call me your friend. Great stuff. Second thing we see is that when we get together with Jesus, he's working amongst us. Just do this for me. Just pop your hands out and I want you to touch your tummy. I want you to touch your neck. I want you to touch your toes. Oh, that's a stretch. I want you to touch your nose. I hope you didn't bash your nose too hard. Hey, listen, every part of the body that you touch is really important. And the body is made up of different parts. And they all kind of fit together and make these wonderful bodies that we have. We can't just do with some of it or lots of arms everywhere. Do you know, if we had Mr. Potato Head here and he had just like a bunch of arms and that's all he had, you'd think, crikey, that chap is having a bad day. That's not how Mr. Potato Head's meant to be. He's meant to have more than just arms. I mean, you'd think he's not doing so well. Well, actually, the church is not meant to be lots of people all the same, because we're like different parts of a body. And we're all different for good reasons, because that's how God made it to be. You see, when we come together, maybe some of us are a bit more like an arm or a hand, and we show a helping hand to somebody else and we show God's kindness. Or maybe we're a bit more like a mouth and we actually speak the very things that Jesus would say when we get together. Or maybe we're like an ear, we're doing a chat and catch and we're listening for something that God might say to us, but we're also listening, what would God want to say to my friend today? What's the thing that I could encourage them with? That's how God wants the body to be. And when we come together, Jesus is with us, he's present, but also he's working through us as we show God's love and kindness to each other. That's what it means to be family. So 2 challenges for this week, 2 things I want you to do. First thing is that remember, Jesus is with us. There's a promise. Whenever we get together, he's here. He's close by. He sees us, he loves us, and he's for us. Maybe you want to just be still, and just for a minute or two, remember, Jesus, you love me. Jesus, you're here, and Jesus, you call me to be your friend. And then Jesus is working. The challenge for this week is to come to Sundays, each time we get together, to come on a Sunday and think, Jesus, I'm part of your body. Am I meant to be a hand today or a mouth that I'm going to share some encouragement, or I'm going to be someone that will just look out for a friend or welcome somebody? Is there something that I've got that I can share? How can I play my part in the body? Recognizing, Jesus, you're with us, and Jesus, you're working as we play our part. Enjoy your time to chat in the group now.